Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. Today, a clash between two teams from the Sunshine State that will resonate from Dade to Duval. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the UCF Knights, taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gators will kick it away first. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. So UCF's offense takes the field to start this game off. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better, but the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. To the air, it's Jefferson. Quickly to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pass hits, picked off.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Running back goes in motion. Wasting no time, fires into traffic, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Knights! How about that D coming up with a play like that? That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
To the air, it's Mertens. He's right on target. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide-open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
And the Gators are marching down the field. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 13. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Got his man on the right. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. After that pick 6 on the opening drive, good show of focus here to get back in scoring position. Pushes ahead. And he'll find the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Little touch pass to the receiver. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. The Gators sending the offense back to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking to move it through the air. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
He caught it.
And I tell you what, when you run those little fellas in the slants, they got to win it right right now. They got to make sure those DBs don't get their hands on them so they can create a little bit of space because they're not as big of a target. Nice job winning.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Gator! What a grab and what a quick strike to that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Jefferson. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Fires to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
To the air on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Keeps it and gets... Got enough space. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, after talking to him this week, I know this guy was excited to build off the momentum from last week when he scored 2 touchdowns. You can just see him here close to the end zone. He's trying...
And makes his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a coach?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
These corners backing off a bit. Makes a connection. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. He's going to pass. Makes the catch. It's Badger. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it on the move. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass, it's Mertens. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. From the gun on 3rd down. He caught it. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Gators will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he will score! Touchdown, Florida!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Keeps the legs moving. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fair catch called for and made. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. No surprise, looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Reads it, fires complete. Gets away from one, finds some space. There he goes to the right. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Gators with the 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Mertens. A strike downfield. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Gators!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Knights want to move quickly.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Pressure coming. Catch in the middle. It's Townsend. Across the 25. He's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Makes the grab. It's Hudson.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
Quarterback will audible. The aerial assault continues. Grab near the marker. It's Pittman. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Looking downfield, it's Jefferson. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And I like the play call, like being aggressive on offense. Second inches, you still got a third down coming, but the defense, great job being ready for the pass. Wasn't fooled, got the sack, now set up a better third down situation for him.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Out of the gun, looking to throw. Touchdown, Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. So much for playing field position. It's just a one-score game here in the third, and they're lining up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Using the quick game. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Dropping back, it's Mertz. He finds his man. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. A new set of downs after the completion. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. So the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here, too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
31, UCF 21.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on second down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Picks up the first down, still moving. And that's a live ball. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here. Thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Gators sending the offense back to work. David, they had to settle for a field goal last time.
Yeah, they moved the ball down the field, Jesse. Just couldn't put it in the end zone in that red area where they needed to be a little bit more efficient.
I think they just got to do a little better job. See if they can punch it in for 6 this time.
On the run, it's Mertens. Got his man in the middle. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. Lets it fly. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all, just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on out.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback checking the play. To the air, it's Jefferson. He rifles one deep to, and it for the 3rd time today. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.